Established in 1981, Mangar International is a world leader in the design, manufacture, and supply of inflatable moving and handling and bathing equipment. We are an award-winning company who serve a global healthcare market. The Mangar Elk and Camel are pneumatic lifting cushions designed to lift a person from the floor in a safe and dignified manner, reducing the risk of injuries associated with hazardous manual lifting techniques. The Camel is an emergency lifting cushion designed to lift a patient from the floor with the help of one paramedic, reducing the risk of injury and associated costs. With an inbuilt backrest, the Camel offers a fully supportive lift for a patient up to 705 pounds with minimal moving and handling requirements. Battery-powered and weighing only 14 pounds, the Camel can be used inside or outside in situations where many alternative lifting devices may not be suitable. The Camel with Airflow Plus is scent-tested and can be easily stored in response vehicles. The following demonstration gives an example of how to use the Camel. In this scenario, a patient has fallen and been found lying on the floor. The paramedic has established that no injury has been sustained, but the patient is unable to get up without help. The Camel is easy to unpack and set up. Before using the Camel, it is important to plan the entire move. For example, consider how the patient will transfer off the Camel and whether a frame, chair, or wheelchair will be required. The 4 colored and numbered airlines are matched and simply connected to each section of the Camel. Ensure that the backrest is folded outwards. From the recovery position, the paramedic places the Camel directly behind the patient with the Camel badge in line with their head. The paramedic should then position a slide sheet lengthways under the patient to enable them to be easily maneuvered onto the Camel. Ideally, the patient should be centered with their head on the Camel badge. The slide sheet should then be removed. The Camel is powered by a small, lightweight battery compressor called the Airflow Plus. The remaining airline is connected and the on-off button is pressed until the light appears. The Camel is now ready to use. The handset is operated by pressing and holding the numbered buttons in sequence, starting with number 1. The backrest will now start to inflate. Continue until the patient is comfortable. The more supine the patient is, the greater the support provided, but for medical reasons, it may be necessary to fully inflate the backrest. To stop the inflation, release the button at any time. For reassurance, eye contact can be maintained throughout the entire lift. Press and hold number 2. This inflates the second section. The air will automatically stop once the section is fully inflated. Apart from the backrest, it is essential that all sections are fully inflated before moving to the next. An uneven lift may occur if the patient is not positioned centrally on the Camel. This can easily be corrected by placing your hand on the opposite side. Press and hold number 3 to inflate the third section. 3 inflated sections will usually be sufficient to enable transfer, but a taller patient may require all 4. Once the required number of levels have been raised, ensure that the backrest is fully inflated. If necessary, the patient can rest until they are ready to be assisted to stand up or side transfer off. If required, the Camel can be cleaned whilst inflated using a detergent solution or alcohol-impregnated wipe. Disconnect the airline from the airflow and press the on-off button to turn it off. To deflate the Camel, press and hold the buttons either simultaneously or individually for approximately 5 seconds to release the air pressure. Disconnect the airlines as shown. Any remaining air may be dispelled through applying pressure. The Camel can then be packed away ready for next use. The airflow should always be put back on charge as soon as possible. The Mangar Camel is a unique air-powered lifting cushion that can be used to lift a fallen patient. Its features include a fully supportive backrest that provides a safe and dignified lift and can be operated by one paramedic either inside or outside. Lifting a fallen patient with the help of the Camel also reduces the risk of musculoskeletal injuries and their associated costs.